Hey guys, welcome back to the channel CCUK Resin, and I've been inspired by a recent guest on a live, Clear Holloway, to go back to Petri. I love Petri and realised that I haven't tried it with Cure Pro yet from Apex. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to see if we can get a great Petri effect in Cure Pro. So I'm just going to mix up some of this Cure Pro, not too much. I think I'm going to go for about 4 ounces, and it is a 1-to-1 resin. It gives you a beautiful shine, and these are brand new keyring molds that I've got, so I've been excited to try these out. And do you know what? I think Petri's going to look great in them, especially those butterflies. And the great thing is I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather, but you're not going to need much of a voiceover in this video, because Petri for me is one of the most straightforward effects you can do, providing you get your sinker white right. So I'm just mixing the resin as you would do any resin. You want to stir it round, scrape your cup, the sides and the bottom until it goes completely streak free. And then we're going to pour. It's as simple as that. And the other great benefit with this Cure Pro resin, even though it's quite a thick one, it debubbles beautifully and crystal clear. So I'm going to speed this up, mixing up the resin. You don't need to see me stirring resin for 10 minutes. Well, 3 or 4 minutes, should I say. But I'm going to stir this up, put it in the debubbler, and then we're going to come back and pour some resin, drop some inks, and make some beautiful Petri. And we are back, and the Cure Pro has gone through the debubbler, and look at that, crystal clear, beautiful and shiny. So now I'm just going to fill these molds, well, almost fill them. You always want to leave at least 1 mil of space in anything that you're doing Petri with, because you've got to leave room for your alcohol inks and your sinker white. Again, just going to speed up this process so you don't have to sit here for 20 minutes and watch me pour resin very carefully into these molds. But do me a favor whilst you're here, like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help. It helps YouTube know that you're liking the content, and hopefully shows it to a few more people. And if you want any of this resin from Apex, go to apexresin.co.uk, use my discount code CCUK, and you'll get 15% off, because who doesn't like money off resin? There we go, finally poured. Now I'm just going to give the surface a quick torch to get rid of any of those surface bubbles. Always remember, keep away from the sides of your molds if you can. You don't want to bond the resin to your molds and ruin those molds. Now you've got to think about your sinker white, and I use the Let's Resin C Deeper, but I find it too heavy and it blobs. So what I've done here is I've just diluted it with 50% isopropyl alcohol, and I'm getting some inks ready at the side. I'm going to be using a combination of Octopus inks and the Let's Resin inks for this, and this is the fun part. So I'm going to let you just enjoy some music, watch me drop these inks, and have fun. And what I'm trying to do here is not go overboard with my inks, but try and get 1 drop of Sinker White on per drop of alcohol ink that I've put down. And I'm one of those that I don't plan it too much. I just go with the flow and have fun and see what happens. Once you're happy that you've got Sinker White on all of your colours, sometimes use it in some of the transparent areas as well, and then you get a really cool white Petri effect. All you've got to do then is leave them for about an hour, and then we're going to come back and stir. So we're back, and now it's time for the stir, and there's no right or wrong way to do this. All you've got to do is put a twirly spiral in, or whatever design you want. Now, I tend to use a toothpick for this because I like my swirls to be quite thin. And you need to make sure that you've left your resin for an hour so it goes stringy, so that your Petri is going to work and create this almost ribbon effect going through it. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. I'll give you a bit of a close-up. And then I'll speed up this process, because then that's pretty much all there is to it. Petri is that straightforward. If you get the resin right, if you get your Sinker White right, you can't go wrong too much, or at least I hope not. We're going to find out at Demould. And once again, apologies for my voice. It's not the best. I'm still suffering a little bit, but I want to get this content out for you guys so that hopefully we can share this experience together and all keep growing in 2026. On that note as well, by all means, consider joining membership, which gives you early access to every video that I put out. Normally, it's 2 or 3 weeks ahead of it going live to the general public. And it's just a great way to support the channel. So would really appreciate it. If anybody's considered it before, all you need to do is click on the link at the top of the description and join membership. Gonna speed this up now so we're not sat here for an hour watching me swirl. And once you've done your swirls, guys, all you've got to do is leave them for a day. It's as simple as that. And then once they're cured, hopefully you'll have some beautiful results. So again, we're going to speed this up. Then we're going to get to demolding. But again, do me a favor. If you're liking this content, if you're learning anything, if you're just enjoying it, do me a favor and like and subscribe, and we'll come back at Demould and demold these together. And let's hope we've got some beautiful Petri effect keyrings. And here we go, guys. Time for Demould. They look cured, they look solid, and yeah, this Cure Pro's definitely cured. That's the first half of the experiment. So we're just going to go for it, and it's going to be a bit of a longer demold, I'm afraid. Now this one, really, really cool Petri effect, but you can just see where the metallic ink's dropped, and I always find that with Petri. I've not found a metallic ink yet that doesn't drop, so if you've got any tips with that, let me know. And again, this is beautiful. It's just that fine, feathery Petri effect that we all know and love. And I don't think you can really go wrong with different colours. I haven't had any muddying yet, which is great. And you can just see that ribbon effect from the different swirls that we've put in. That beautiful glossy shine from the Cure Pro. I think we've got some really, really nice pieces. I'm going to give you some close-ups at the end as well, but these are just stunning. This is what Petri is all about for me. It's about none of those heavy blobs. It's that fine Petri feathering, which seems to work really well with this Cure Pro. And which one's going to be your favourite? Let me know in comments. Look at this, it's almost floral, the way that we put those swirls in. Absolutely loving these. That's stunning. This one's obviously with that peach red. You can see the bright pink, which is actually peach red in the Let's Resin kit. But again, just that really fine feathering with those colours intermixing is what you're looking for. I'm really curious now as to whether the butterflies will work. That one's a little bit too dark for my liking. And remember, when you do Petri, not every piece is going to be perfect. You've got to remember, not every piece will work out. Some of them you'll be happy with, some of them you won't. It's as simple as that. But even in this one, although it's so dark, you can still see that feathering. And shout out to Claire Holloway, who was the guest that inspired me to do Petri again. Shout out to people like Daniel Cooper as well. He's done loads with Petri. Absolutely amazing artists that keep on inspiring us every day. So right, let's have a look at these butterflies, and I'm really intrigued with these. First time I've used the mold. Can we get some nice Petri in these butterfly pieces? Again, this is the one with the metallic, so it has sank, although I don't think it looks as bad in the butterfly. It almost looks natural. Oh, that is lovely. Look at that. Just that fine Petri effect going through the key ring itself. And I don't know why, I just think it looks magical almost in these butterflies. Absolutely stunning little pieces. And I think they've been a success as well. So I'll definitely be playing with this mold again. And again, they don't have to be key rings. These could be pendants. They could be whatever you want them to be, really. And look at this one with that swirl in the center. That is almost perfection. Absolutely love it. And do let me know, guys, if you try Petri yourself, what sort of effects you get, how you get on. If you've got any problems, put it in comments, send me an email, whatever. I'll try and help wherever I can, because it is one of the most mesmerizing techniques you can get in resin, I think. And as long as you get that sinker white right, look at the spirals in the wings there. As long as you get your sinker white right, and you leave it for an hour before the swirl, you can't really go wrong. It is as simple as that, but sometimes it's waiting to get to that point where you know that your sinker's going to work and you know how much you can get away with putting in. These are those hearts. But there's an awful lot of key rings here, or pendants for 4 ounces of resin as well, guys. And I think they're absolutely beautiful. I think these could be popular on Valentine's Day. And then this one, wow, beautiful. Just that ribboning effect along with the Petri. I think there's nothing quite like it. This was again with that metallic, so it did sink, which is a shame because behind it there was some beautiful Petri. And then the last one, again, came out really, really cool. Loving that. And now for the last ones, the rectangular key rings. Let's hope they've worked as well. Don't forget, let me know which one is your favourite. And look at this. We've got that real white at the top going into the blues, the greens with that fine feathering. Beautiful piece. And don't forget at the end to let me know which one's your favourite. I'd be intrigued to know, because again, I'm trying to play with my colours a bit and find out which ones work best together. Again, this has got that perfect feathering. Absolutely gorgeous. And there's that one. Again, I put some wine red metallic in just to see if a different colour would sync. And yes, it did. This one's gorgeous as well. Again, using that peach red alongside some red. This one as well. Just look at the shine on them as well from that Cure Pro. Absolutely beautiful resin. And this was just a quick, probably all in, excluding the waiting time. It probably took me about half an hour, so it wasn't too labour intensive. And I just wanted to try it with the Cure Pro to see if I could get a Petri in the Cure Pro. And I think you'll agree, we can get a beautiful Petri. And look at this one, just that floral design again. Nothing beats demolding some successful Petri pieces. And there's going to be another video coming up in a couple of weeks' time as well, where I've done some more Petri in a larger standardized mold as well for you to have a look at. But these were just some key rings I wanted to get done, wanted to try the Petri, and wanted to try it with Cure Pro. And I hope you'll agree, they've been a great success. Don't forget though, let me know which one your favorite is, and I'll see you on the next video.